All right. How's it going, everybody?
Welcome, everybody out there in the internet. Today is a very special day. We're doing our bi-weekly team meeting. We've got an awesome guest speaker, but we always start off the show with a super boring topic, which is what is EXPI stock up to? It's literally just gone parabolic now. It's totally bananas. And today it went up a little over 9%. For the week, it's up just a little bit under 30% for the week. For the month, it's up 143%. The 3 month is up 350%. And, we've got a lot of people that we're talking to that are interested in EXP, and there's so many people out there. The number one thing that I hear is, what? I love my broker. And, for everyone out there, if you love your broker, ask them to give you a piece of the company. And if they're not, ask them how you can build wealth. When they give you a funny look in their eye and they're like, what are you talking about? I'll just bump your split up 5%. You need to start looking at the EXPI stock. I mean, this is making, how many people, John, this week did you hear became millionaires?
Yeah, I probably got six or seven friends, 5 people that I've talked to this week that basically became millionaires with the stock. And the first thing people will say is, well, if you can't sell it, you don't have it or whatever. Well, guess what? Most of the people I'm talking about, they can sell it. And so if you want to trim your position or reallocate your portfolio, like, that's your choice. But the bottom line is $1 million of free stock is still $1 million of free stock. This company has nearly a $3 billion valuation now. We're talking about people, their entire lives have been changed because they believed in this and they participated in this model, not 10 years ago, not 15 years ago when you and I got into the business. We're talking about in the last 3 years while I sat there and watched them go by. So, whatever. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time to plant a tree is today. And you and I talk about this all the time. Like, this is the Zoom of internet real estate stocks. Like, everybody wants in on this stock. This is institutional buys. This isn't your onesie twosie mom and pop real estate agent trading 500 shares here and there. We're talking about 50,000 share chunks that are being bought by investors. So.
Well, the average volume for this stock right now is trading around 1.6 million shares. Today, it doubled to 3.4 million. And for everybody out there who doesn't want to join EXP, doesn't want to know anymore, you know what? I still say trade the stock. The weekly options or the monthly options, I picked up some $35 calls. So I picked these up on Thursday and Friday. So I picked up the $35 calls. They were selling for about $4. They actually dropped down to $3.38. Today they hit $11. So that's over 110% gain. What else are you guys doing out there that's netting you 110% in a few days? I've been trading for over 10 years, and this is a consistent weekly and monthly trade that you can pretty much bank on. It's always my biggest bet, and it works. So if anybody wants to know how to trade the stock or trade the options, direct message us. That's pretty much all we talk about. So we'll finish up with that and we will get started. So John, what do we have today?
Well, first we want to welcome all these new members. So looks like we have quite a few people who joined us. Half of this list, more than half this list is here locally in our Orange County office.
Yeah, we are now at 80 partners in our group, 6 states, 7 major markets. We've got a ton of people joining our Orange County location because we have a beautiful high-rise office right across the street from the Spectrum. It's a great place for agents to come in and get to sit with our admin to go over projects, marketing, sit with John, do some coaching, or to sit with me and talk a little bit about the stock and how they can make money on it. And so we're always looking for great agents to come and join us. So if you live in Orange County, you want to know more about what's going on, let us know.
Yep. And I'm excited, like we mentioned before, to welcome Ashley House from Texas. So she's our first partner there, and she is a very top agent with great culture. And so we're excited about that. And we're excited about this. We're already in Canada, United States, Australia, UK, but bringing on India, France, Portugal, South Africa, and Mexico. Which one of those are you most interested in, Meyer?
South Africa. No, India. I mean, that they just opened up the number of agents that could join them to another, 1.5 billion people. For anyone that's licensed there, including all the other countries. So, you can see the exponential growth of this company is because of these strategic moves, and that's awesome for agents because we're all going to make more money if we own the stock, and we're all going to have more opportunities to refer agents worldwide to the company. So I'm excited about that.
Yep. All right, let's bring on our special guest. So let's welcome Jesse, one of the amazing YouTube agents, CEO, going to do over 50 million in sales in Portland, basically using YouTube alone. I know you did like one deal maybe that wasn't through YouTube or something like that. So yeah, welcome, Jesse. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Thank you so much for having me on. I'm excited to share my insights and my story or whatever you guys want to hear from me. But yeah, pretty much everything I do is 100% YouTube related. Been able to span out into multiple markets based on the eXp model, and I couldn't be more excited.
Dude, so you'll be proud of us. We started our YouTube channel just today, man. So here we go.
Nice.
I hear YouTube is something people are supposed to be on these days. Would you say that's accurate?
I mean, 2 billion people log on every single month, which is more than it actually drives 1/3 of the internet traffic. But when I look at the global scalability of it, like you guys just showed your map of the expansion of eXp around the world. I don't know if anybody knows this, but YouTube converts your videos into 90% of the world's languages based on your traction and your influence. So in the US actually only consumes 15% of that content of the entire YouTube traffic flow. So around the world, there's a massive opportunity.
Yeah. How famous are you in India then? That's what I want to know.
We actually surprisingly most of our content's primarily the US, but like the secondary and third markets are India and China, Japan, and then Canada obviously is right to the north. So
well, they have the most people, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I meant Canada. No. So how much did your affinity with YouTube and your plan to kind of take over real estate through YouTube how much of that had bearing on your decision to partner with eXp?
Oh, it was actually 100%. So backing it up a little bit, my business partner and I, we started the YouTube agents about a year. We started pushing into YouTube space about a year ago. Officially, like we closed our first deal. And we took us a year to build the project and the program and get it fully functionable. And our company that we were with wasn't supportive at all, local franchise model. So I started scoping out other companies, and I knew that I had to get with a company that had national scalability. And I didn't really know what that entailed at the time because I'm only 3 years into real estate. So I don't, and I've never been a whole traditional guy.
So stop right there. You're the smartest guy in the room. You're 3 years into real estate. You've started on YouTube 1 year ago, and you're already doing 50 mil. And you've got like, how many subscribers do you guys have? How many markets are you in now? Like, give us some of your stats.
Yeah. So just like on our Portland channel alone, we were talking about Jackson, my business partner, and I were talking about this yesterday. So we have 5 million impressions from YouTube on our Portland channel. We're like the authoritarian channel for Portland. So if you go to YouTube, type in anything Portland, will show up. We have channels in 3 markets. We have Seattle, Northern Idaho, and Portland. I actually was looking at our stats this morning. We have 11 deals in Portland under contract from YouTube alone. We have 2 offers out. I think one just got accepted, but we have 18 referrals from those other 2 markets coming in, which we've partnered with people to split it 50-50. So I'm actually in the process of relocating to Phoenix to create my new venture. My business partner, Jackson, he's in Houston right now. He's actually vlogging right now as we speak. And then we have 2 more partners that have joined us at eXp to do 2 other markets that we'll be announcing here soon.
Dude, you are killing it. Congratulations on all that success. That's amazing. And then you shot to the top of kind of the leaderboard real fast. How long have you been with eXp?
5 months now.
And you've partnered with quite a few agents around the country, right?
Yeah, so we have agents now in 25 states. And I've brought them all one at a time. I haven't brought a team over. And these are all people, they've all reached out to me. Have I actually contacted a couple agents? Yes, I have in my own market, but that's because I'm leaving and I know that there's a massive opportunity here. We don't have a lot of eXp agents in Portland. Yeah. So I knew that I have a pretty big influence in the local market and my business partner, because he was in title before he came into real estate with me. Mm-hmm. So we're trying to build some strategic partners as we leave out of here. And, my team here is going to have to, I'm still going to run the team from Phoenix, yeah. But it would be nice to have like a local person that they can contact, and things like that. So yeah, that's really how that happened. And it's growing every day. I mean, 5 months, my rev share check I looked this morning was at $4,200. Wow. So that's pretty good, for 5 months. I think over the next 5 months, it'll be over 20 grand easily. And it just keeps growing. I have 16 people that have applied to come to eXp under my name that haven't made the shift yet. So
you have 16 more coming?
Yeah.
Dude, you are a machine. That's amazing. Well, that's exciting. Meyer, what questions do you have?
So I know a lot of people are interested in, using vehicles like YouTube, but the big problem is how do you get started? So if you could give us a quick summary or kind of give advice to everyone out there, how do I get started in YouTube video and start building up my referrals and my agent base like you?
Yeah. So here's the problem that every agent has. And I identified it right away. My history in business is actually in the alcoholic beverage industry. And I went through the whole shift from traditional media with TV and radio. I worked at Mike's Hard Lemonade. They were the first company to go 100% into digital social. So I kind of got my feet wet in that space. And people thought we were crazy. And then I kind of like learned things about YouTube, but I knew that YouTube was like an informational portal. People aren't going to YouTube at our age for a lot of entertainment. Yes, for music and certain things like that. But when you want to know about the city you're moving to or real estate, if you're looking up escrow process, inspection process, you're already in your process, dude. Like that ship has sailed. Like you will never get that client. So I originally approached YouTube as a very top of funnel product. And we had to start thinking along the terms of like, what were people searching for before they started the home buying process? So for us, we looked up, say like we used a keyword research tool, keywords everywhere. And there's one called TubeBuddy where you can start punching in keywords to see what people are looking for. So if you looked up like cheap homes in Orange County, trust me, it's flooded with content, but nobody's looking for it. But if you look up cost of living in Orange County, there's going to be no content, but everyone's looking for it. And that was the blue ocean effect for us. So we started like figuring out keywords like that, like top 5 neighborhoods, safest communities, all of those things. And then we started making videos around them. And we were getting tons of subscribers, tons of viewers, but nobody was calling. So we were like, okay, we figured, and this is what took us the year to figure out. So finally we were about ready to pull this. Jackson, my partner, was like, dude, I am out of here. I can't do this anymore. Like, I'm going to give up. I'm going back into title. And I gave him 20% of my business to figure this out. I'm like, I know it's going to pop one day. And so we hired a consultant and said, what's going on here? Why is this not working? And he's like, the simplest thing I can tell you guys is you're not telling people to call you. So we're like, okay, that makes sense. Dude, literally, this is what happened. We literally were just sitting out there vlogging in the city, threw the call to action in there. The next day we had 14 calls that hit. Like, and that was when the game changed instantly. That was June of last year. We went through some trial and error of him closing those deals because that took him out of the game of producing video. Yeah. So then finally we just said, screw it, dude. You're doing 100% video in YouTube. I'll do all the real estate stuff. I'll build the team. Yeah. It's all good. And that's been our model ever since. And so like, if I was telling someone today to start building a video or YouTube channel, I would say, one, go subscribe to our YouTube channel, the YouTube Agents. We give all of our tips and tricks away for free. Obviously, we have our course and our agency. I own a video social agency if people want us just to do everything. But it really comes down to picking the right keywords or the title and the thumbnail. That's 90% of your traffic driver. And then you got to have your layout. So there's the hook. You hook them at the beginning. So say you're going to talk about the 5 safest neighborhoods in Orange County. You'd say something like, in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about the 5 safest neighborhoods in Orange County. You're not going to believe which one is the most affordable. And I'm getting after it right now. And then you go into your trailer, 5 to 10-second trailer, and then you go into your call to action. Nothing about real estate. That's the biggest problem is everyone like channel I see looks like a freaking walking billboard of a real estate agency. And then they think they have to tell them that they're the best real estate agent. They have all of these credentials. Call me. Trust me, dude. These people will call you like you're their favorite celebrity. They already know, like, and trust you. They're going to know how to get a hold of you. So we put all that stuff down below. We do have our call to action built out the right way now. So yeah, we're just smoking, dude.
Dude,
and it works in every market. I'll tell you, it transitions. Some of the other markets like San Francisco and Seattle, we've learned it's a lot of rentals, but in Seattle, we're closing like 1 deal a month now.
Wow. Yeah, you guys are amazing. So what was your biggest surprise about eXp? What's the thing that you didn't expect that you are just stoked on?
Well, first of all, I'm stoked every day to be here. I think the thing that like really shocked me was like, one, like having no walls at all from the franchise model, like opened it up to like a massive like opportunity. I talk to agents that I have no direct relation to, but like I've been able to help them even through my agency. I mean, if you're at eXp, I give you a discount whether you're with me or not. If you're my direct partner, then you get it at my cost. But otherwise, I still give every eXp agent a discount because I love my family. I never like thought that like the collaboration would be at the level that it was. And also the connection is something you can't describe. It's so weird. I'm more connected here to agents like you guys reaching out to me than agents that I was ever at my own personal small brokerage. And it's all like producing agents. And you get to learn whatever you want, So it's not like you're being forced to do anything and learn their 1 monthly training. It's like a plug and play, That's what I love.
Yeah, it's been phenomenal. We have the same experience, and we're both kind of newer on the block to the eXp kids, but like it's amazing how much access you have to all of the top producers, all of those people that you and I are friends with and network with, and you get the in-depth. Like right now, if somebody watched this, they would get value out of this, right? They're going to learn a few great things that you just shared with them. But at the same time, like if they're at the eXp, like they can get in front of you and you will literally help them. You'll give them a discount. Like you'll give them the full version, not just like the 5-minute YouTube version, right? So
and I felt like like when I made the move over here, like I was getting like I'm sure everyone listening here that's not at eXp has been bombarded by someone, and that was the biggest turnoff by me. I'd actually been approached about eXp years ago. And I was just like, oh, I didn't want anything to do with it. And then a year and a half ago, it got hot and heavy. And then when I made the decision to leave my other company, I was like looking for a national brokerage. And then I like got real intentional about finding the right partnerships here.
Yeah.
And so like I met with about 5 different teams or people that could add value to me. And I really needed someone that wasn't really focused into traditional real estate and was building businesses at a super high level. So that's really how I came into alignment with my direct line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that's one of the most overlooked things is you really are choosing who you get into business with. And like, I love the fact that our group, even though, we're not linearly connected, we're connected side to side. And that's how the information gets passed and shared. So it really is, the average of the people you hang around with. And that's why we're so glad and excited that you were able to come on. Meyer, any final question?
No, man. I honestly got a lot from what you just told me. So thank you for that. Thank you for sharing all your information.
Yeah, really appreciate it. We'll see you soon, buddy.
Later.
Thanks. All right, let's wrap it up with 2 more quick things. So eXp in the news. So Meyer, why does it matter that Virbela posts a 260% growth?
Because it directly correlates to the stock price and the bonus that is later given to eXp agents when they get the rev share.
Yeah, so when we get our profitability and we have our affiliated services like Virbela, they actually bonus the agents out on that money every month. So that's pretty cool. Don't dislike that at the end of the month. And then this one is one I was stoked on because I do a ton of onboarding. And this is a new department, agent services. So, your typical real estate brokerage has different departments. eXp functions the exact same way. And I will say big shout out to Katrina Vu who is my homie, who helps me with so many things and so many people. But the eXp staff is incredible, and they really do bend over backwards to help make sure the agent experience is unbelievable. So I'm excited that they're adding even more hands on deck to be able to service the agents at a high level. And lastly, save the date. We got eXpCon coming out November 9 through 13 online, right? We're not doing any in-person events this year. Bummer, Meyer, were you looking forward to Vegas?
It was something that was on my calendar with a big heart around it, but it will still be able to get a ton of the information online, safe and comfortable at home. Hopefully finish up this year with all the virtual events, and then next year get back to the in-person ones. Thank goodness we're part of a virtual company that's able to facilitate everything online. And so we've seen how important that is in the last 6 months to be connected to a company that's cloud-based. So happy to have that. I hope everybody got a little bit of information out of today's session, and give us a call or a direct message if you want to know more.
Yep. Thanks so much, everybody. Give us a PM or give us a call. Have a good one.
Thanks.